Hello everyone, today I'm going to review the Iron Man Mark III 2.0 by Hot Toys. Before watching my video, please like and subscribe because it is a huge motivation to continue my work. Starting with the box art, at the front there's the Iron Man himself and the letter Mark III 2.0. And at the side, there's a paper written Stark Industries. And at the back, there are photos from the actual movie and the warning signs. Now, let's open up the figure. Now, at the left, there's the Iron Man himself. At the right, there are the accessories. First, we're going to look at the Iron Man himself, and then we'll look at whatever it comes with. And now here it is, the Iron Man figure itself. Well, it is not glossy, it is a bit matte, so it is a different figure from the Mark VI and the Mark IV. And as you know, it is a very iconic suit, and I really love this figure. There's a little weathering here, as you can see. There's a weathering and a little chipping here and there. And also, it is a very glossy gold finish. And also, it is a die-cast figure, so you can feel the cold die-cast here and there. So, you may think that this is just a simple figure, but you're wrong because it has a lot of gimmicks than you can possibly imagine. First of all, you can open this leg part like this, and then you can see the pistons and the overall details inside, and they're awfully detailed, I have to say. They're very glossy, and there are also some little gimmicks, and it is fully articulated. And I'm just showing the first one, but the second one does that too. So we can easily close this, or we can just open it and display. It's your choice. Also, there's this flare gimmick. As you can see, there's a little flare poking out here, right? So in the movie Iron Man uses the flares to rackle out the F-22s. So here, you can see the flare details, right? And you can also close it. And now the chest plate. You can remove this chest plate easily. But you have to be very, very careful because it's not magnetically attached. Inside, there are a lot of details underneath, and even the chest plate lights up. But I do not recommend you to display like this because if the dust settles here, then you can't just clean it. So I don't recommend you to display like this, but I recommend you to use the battle damage part or use the normal part to cover it. Now let's put the Iron Man figure aside and look at what everything he comes with. Starting off with the display base, this is a diorama base. So the pros, I really love this because there's the ironmonger here that's poking out of the ground. And it is very glossy, as you can see. And it has a painting that looks like that it is lighting up, but it is not lighting up. But I love this anyway. And also there's this awful nameplate. I think it's awful because I love the silver one, but Justin's collection loves it, so I think that everyone loves it. Also, there's this good detail of the Stark Industries 4 and the rubble and the dirt here and the behind. The cons, it is very hard to attach the ironmonger and the base itself, so you have to use the hair dryer to attach it. And also, there's very little space for the Iron Man figure to stand, so you have to either put the two legs here or put one leg here and then put the other leg on the Ironmonger's head. Now, the battle damage parts. This is the battle damage mask. As you can see, there's tons of weathering and chipping here, and there's a lot of details. And under the mask, there are also details. There's the microphone, and there's some silver details. And also, there's the damaged chest plate. As you can see, the arc reactors breaking up, and there's also a tons of chippings and weatherings. There's no detail behind it. Also, there's the damaged shoulder armor. There are two shoulder armors, but I don't recommend you to use it because I learned it the hard way. It is very hard to change this part. and it's very easily breakable, so I do recommend you to use it. Now, the Tony Stark head sculpt. I really love this because it is a new head sculpt aside from the Mark 46, Mark 47, and the Mark 50 team suit and the Mark 85. As you can see, there's a little bit of bleeding here, and there's also some hair coming out of his overall hair. This doesn't have a rolling eye gimmick, but I love this head sculpt already. Also, the neck and the heads are separated, so you can use it to turn the neck to make the figure more lively. It is very detailed, I have to say. There are even some eyebrows, and even the eyes look lively. And there are even some awful details underneath. Now, there are some other accessories. First of all, the missiles. You know, in the movie where Iron Man uses this missile to fire this missile on the tank in Gulmira. This is awfully detailed also, and you can magnetically attach it in Iron Man. I'll show it later. And now, there's this guard. In the movie, the Iron Man uses this to guard the bullets from Ironmonger, right? This is also awfully detailed, and it has also some weathering, like the Iron Man itself. It is not magnetically attached, but you can attach it conveniently. Now, the shoulder missiles. This is also some weathered, and it is fully articulated. Like this, and this also articulates. So this is magnetically attached, so you can attach it conveniently. Also, there are the flaps. They're separated, so you have to put it on the Iron Man figure yourself. So you have to put it here. As you can see, there's some detailed parts here and parts here, right? So you have to attach it. It is awfully hard to do so. So I'm afraid that I cannot show it on my video right now. I'm very sorry. Now the hand parts. This is the fist part. You can use Iron Man to clench a fist, I suppose. This is made of rubber, so it may change its color when there's time. It's time. It is also weathered here, and it is awfully detailed too. Also, there's the repulsor hands. You can use this to make Iron Man shoot its repulsors. This is also made of rubber, so it may change its colors over time. And this is the articulated hands. You can actually articulate this to make variety of poses. Yeah, you can just make it clench a fist, or you can do other things. And this is the neck piece. This allows you to put the Tony Stark head sculpt here, and this makes a proportion much more better. Now, let's change this Iron Man figure into battle damage parts. Like this. It looks really great, and I think I'm going to display my figure like this. Now, let's switch this head sculpt into the Tony Stark head sculpt. As you can see, it makes the figure more livelier, and it can move its neck. So, it kind of looks like a battle between the Ironmonger. And it's battle damage, and since the hair is battle damage also, it creates a synergy between the battle damage parts. As you can see, the hair is hairs, and the sculpt overall is very detailed. Now, let me show you how to change these parts. First of all, the shoulder armor. It's magnetically attached, so you have to remove this and magnetically attach it. It is very great to attach and convenient. It is fully articulated. And now the missiles. There are two parts of this armor, so you have to remove the first one and then put the missile. It is also very detailed, so I recommend you to use it on your display. Now, the guard. As you can see, you have to look at the R and left signs. This is once the R. So you have to use the L one. So it's not magnetically attached. You have to just gently press this part, but you have to remove the fist part first and then put the guard here. And then you have to put the fist part again. So, take a second. Yeah, like this. So you just have to bend it to look like Tony is guarding something. And it looks very great.